Hello my sweet potatoes, it's Michelle, and when I first started bullet journaling, I spent hours and hours trying to decide which supplies to get, what notebook, what pens, what markers. It was overwhelming and kind of expensive. So I'm going to walk you through my top 5 essential bullet journal supplies for beginners, and I'll break down exactly why I recommend them, and then we'll get into the cute stuff. So the first thing you're going to need, of course, is a bullet journal. So here's the one I use. Now let's look at all the little details about it. The size is A5, so it's 5 inches wide and 8.5 inches long. And I feel like this is the most convenient size. It's not too big or too small. I love the hard cover, and the faux leather is super soft and it's not coming undone anywhere. So it is quite durable and good quality. It also comes with an elastic band as well as a ribbon bookmark, but I don't really use either of those, so I just keep them tucked away in the back. And at the back, there's also a small pocket if you need to store any loose papers, paper clips, notes, or whatever you may need. It has 128 pages or 64 sheets, and all of this lasts me about half a year. The pages are also dotted, of course, and it has an off-white, slightly beige color, and each page has 25 dots horizontally and 41 dots vertically. Some people dislike the fact that the dots are a little bit darker than other journals, but I don't even pay attention to that when I'm using it, so I don't really mind. Something that you may want to pay attention to though is the thickness of the pages, depending on what you plan to do with your journal. For instance, if you plan to do some coloring with markers in the future, you're gonna want thicker pages so that the ink doesn't seep through to the other side. I would say this journal has decent thickness. I've done some coloring with Crayola Super Tips markers. I'll talk more about these later on in the video. And I have experienced some ghosting where you can kind of see the color on the other side of the page, but no bleeding where the ink has completely seeped through. I'm okay with some ghosting though. I'm not very critical about that, but it might be something that you want to keep in mind. But overall, I think this is a great basic beginner bullet journal that I would recommend for anyone that's just starting out. I got this for about $10 on Amazon, but right now as I'm filming this, it's $7.64. So it's very affordable and a great value, I think. Next up, I cannot go without a pencil. I use it to plan and sketch out my spreads before going over it in ink. And this is the absolute best pencil ever. It's the Pentel Twist Erase Click mechanical pencil. I love this pencil for a bunch of reasons. I love that the button to dispense the lead is on the side here. So if you need more lead, you don't even need to change your grip. You can just click. And the clip is this silver metal material, so it's very sturdy, and I'm the type of person that always plays with this on my pens and pencils. Like, I kind of fidget a lot, and if this clip is plastic, I will 100% break it. Exhibit A. Because I like to stick my thumb under it like this. But this one is very sturdy. See, it's not breaking. But my favorite thing about it is that it has a really long eraser built into it. I make a lot of mistakes when I write or sketch, so I need an eraser. So this gives me a lot of peace of mind knowing that I don't have to worry about it breaking or running out like on those other cheap mechanical pencils. This eraser lasts a super long time and it erases really well. This is the classic eraser that everyone had in elementary school, the Pentel. Oh, I just realized these are from the same brand. That's probably why the pencil erases so well. Anyway, this high polymer eraser has always been my go-to because I grew up with it, but it's big and bulky, so I don't like to carry it all the time. So having a big eraser on your pencil is way more convenient and just feels super high quality as well. The only thing is it's kind of hard to find and the price fluctuates depending on where you find it. I've gotten it from a variety of places like Walmart, Office Depot, Amazon, but right now it looks like it's $2.47 on Walmart, $4.79 at Office Depot, and just under $10 for a 2-pack on Amazon. And these are all for the 0.5 lead pencil. That's my favorite size. I'll have links to all these places in the description box. But yeah, overall, I am just obsessed with this pencil. The next thing that is essential in your bullet journaling is a pen. My favorite pen for years now has been the Black Pilot G2, specifically in the 0.3mm lead. I love it because it's a gel ballpoint pen that writes very smoothly, it's inky, and it doesn't smudge. Most gel pens that I've tried always smudge, but the .38 tip dries almost instantly and really reduces the chance of smudging for me. Also, I just like having thinner lines in my bullet journal. Plus, if I want thicker lines, I have another pen for that, which we'll get to in a sec. The other reason reason I like this pen so much is that my handwriting is pretty small, so having a thinner tip makes it a lot easier to read small writing. But this pen is a classic. It comes in a bunch of different colors, tip sizes, and is also very accessible. You can get a 5-pack on Amazon for $7.48, or I've always seen them at CVS, Walmart, Target. Any major retailer like that should carry these, I believe. The next thing that I think is essential is calligraphy pens. I started to learn calligraphy / hand lettering because of bullet journaling. I feel like it's become a necessary skill to learn if you want to bullet journal. So these are the ones that I love, the Tombow Furenosuke brush pens. They come in a pack of 2 with a soft tip and a hard tip pen. The hard tip has a dark bluish packaging and the soft tip has a dark greenish black packaging. That's how I tell them apart. I prefer using the soft tip for lettering as well as shading or filling in boxes or backgrounds, and the hard tip I use more for drawing thicker lines or if I want a more bold look to my writing since it is thicker than my Pilot G2. You could use both for lettering, it just depends on how you write. Like if you tend to write harder and with more pressure naturally, you'll probably like the hard tip better, but I write with a very light hand, so I feel like I have to apply a lot of pressure to get the thick strokes, which I find to be really tiresome. So that's why I prefer the soft tip for lettering. It's just easier for me to get those thick and thin lines more effortlessly. They're both very smooth to write with, and they're very black and dark and pigmented. They're not like other black pens or markers that have like a purplish tint to them. Like this Crayola Super Tips marker is black, but it has that purple tint to it. So this is the Crayola marker and these top 2 are the Furenosuke brush pens. And I don't know if you can tell, but the marker has that dark purplish tint to it. It's not like a true black like the Furenosuke pens. As for price, I got mine on Amazon and it looks like it's $5.96. I think it always comes in a 2-pack with the hard and soft tip, but yeah, I totally think these are worth it for the quality and the design, especially if you're just starting out with calligraphy. And the last essential item is a ruler, or any straight edge really. I used to create lines in my bullet journal free-handed, but I'm over that now. I am a perfectionist and I accept that. So I very much prefer to draw straight lines. So my ruler is just a standard wooden ruler from Office Depot, and you can get cuter, cheap rulers from anywhere now, or you don't even need a ruler necessarily. It's not like I'm measuring anything, I'm just using it to draw a straight line. So any straight edge object will do. So those are my top 5 must-have essential bullet journal supplies for beginners. Now let's get into the fun stuff. Stuff to take your bullet journal game to the next level, make it all pretty and colorful and cute. We like that here. So let's start with these markers. So I mentioned these earlier and these are the Crayola Super Tips markers. I've seen these come in a pack of 20 or 50. I got the 50 pack because your girl is indecisive as heck and she needs options. So if you're just starting out and you don't really know how much you're gonna commit to bullet journaling, but you still want to add color and variety to your spreads, I would totally get these because you get a lot for a really low price. I got this 50 pack for about $13 on Amazon, but I'm looking now and it looks like it's $6.99 right now on Target. That's like half what I paid. I love all of the color options. I created swatches of all of them in the back of my journal as well. Some of the colors are pretty similar to others, but there are subtle differences to all of the colors. They're also really vibrant and pigmented, and you can even use them for lettering. I'm not good at that though, but it is possible. So I feel like for all of those qualities, the huge number of markers that you get, and the price, you really can't go wrong with these markers. Next up is washi tape. Washi tape is just a decorative tape, comes in so many shapes, sizes, colors, patterns, designs. It's a little bit overwhelming, not gonna lie. That's why I just keep my collection super small. So these are my favorites. This one is a gold one that I got at Daiso in Okinawa. These green and pink cactus ones that I also got at Daiso Okinawa. This black and white striped one, and this pink one with a white floral pattern. I can't remember where I got these two. It's super satisfying to rip and paste them onto your spreads. It feels kind of nostalgic for some reason, like scrapbooking, but you can find washi tape at a lot of different places now, like craft stores like Michael's, Target, Amazon, Etsy, small Instagram shops. The only thing is they can get kind of pricey, especially for ones that have more intricate designs, but they are really pretty to look at and just nice to have to spice up any spread. Stickers. I have such a love-hate relationship with stickers. I love them because there are so many varieties, super adorable designs. I can just imagine putting them all over the place and decorating the heck out of everything I own, but you only have one chance to use them because once you use them, they're there forever. I mean, sure, you can sometimes peel them off and readjust their placement, but then they might leave a sticky residue or they won't be as sticky anymore. It's just a lot of commitment that I'm not usually prepared for, and I still buy them because they're pretty to look at and the thought of using them always gets the better of me. So anyway, stickers are also an easy way to spice up your spreads. I have a small collection here. So last year I received these adorable stickers from a company called Paper Steka. I use a lot of these in my April 2020 bullet journal plan with me video. These are all like food and Japan themed. Then we have this sheet, which I got from Daiso last year. This one also has a lot of Japanese snacks. And then my friend Jasmine sent me these 3 sheets. Thank you, Jasmine. She sent me these from Japan. She knows that I love Shiba Inus. They're one of my favorite dog breeds. This one is autumn themed. This one is Hawaii themed, and then this one is just like Japan themed. You can get different types of stickers from all over the place. My favorite place is Daiso, or there are a lot of cute online shops that sell stationery these days. But where do you guys like to shop for cute stickers and washi tapes? Leave a comment below, I would love to know. The last thing I wanted to mention are page tabs and binder clips. These are little accessories that are nice to have, but they also serve a function for me. So as you saw in my bullet journal, I like to use these tabs to make it easier for me to turn to specific pages that I constantly find myself flipping to. So I have one for my calendar, my weekly agenda, and then my habit tracker. And I also drew little icons on each of the tabs so I know which tab is for which page. And I found all 3 of these at Daiso. So I have a watercolor one, this is my favorite, this cacti one, and this one with a tropical pineapple theme. And then for these binder clips, I found these at Daiso as well, and I love the minimal design. I think it came in a pack of 6, but I like using these to hold down my pages because sometimes when I'm creating my spreads, the pages just don't stay flat. They'll keep flapping up like this, and I hate that. So I'll just clip them down. So these are all just really pretty accessories, but also functional, and we love that. So we went over a lot in this video. I hope you were taking notes, but I also hope this helped you decide what you need to start bullet journaling. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I'll answer as many as I can. And if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, share, turn on my bell notification, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!